Hey guys, it's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. So just wanted to do a quick recap on today's trading. Again, this is TechBit Solutions. So this is a group that I started to kind of connect and network with like-minded individuals for people that want to learn the basics and fundamentals of trading penny stocks and invest until you can, in a sense, implement it or the concept that we use and implement it to your specific market, which can lead to your success. So just going to be a quick recap, and then going to talk about one stock that I think has a little bit of potential. So today the team and I traded multiple different stocks. So today was probably one of the most active days when it came to trading different sets of stocks. We start off the morning again just saying good morning and introducing or just saying hi to everyone. Talked about some pre-market movers. Forex was one that I talked about a week to 10 days ago. Was at 167 and now at 226. I believe it hit highs of 310 or 350 today, which overall you saw about more than 100% growth within the past 10 days. And again, it's not nothing that they ended up releasing a newsletter today saying that they're partnering up with a specific company, which led to that huge spike. But again, we saw that specific price range of 167, which is a 52-week low. And again, we were setting ourselves up for success. So seeing that 10% potential and just setting yourself up for success. So, if you buy in at a low point and then, you set yourself up for success, you shoot for that 10%. But again, if you're, granted with, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, 150% gain, then, it's just a matter of, preparing for it and seeing, what happens and preparing also for the worst. So, we can kind of get into that a little bit later like we do so in our other videos. I was specifically keeping an eye on 3 specific stocks today, and that was GALE, ONTX, and DRYS. ATEC came about after I was in DRYS, so I was not able to hop on this one, although I did miss out on about 10% potential or 10% gains on ATEC from my alert. I'm going to kind of walk you guys through on what it is that I saw. So I said nice bounce at 191. What I was looking at with GALE is it had a huge spike a couple days ago. So it recently just came from a huge, in a sense, pump and dump from said that there's some form of partnership or something like that. Went from 190, which is an alert that I sent out to the team, so a couple of traders were able to jump on, hit highs of 345. So from, again, almost nearly $2 to nearly $3.50. So not the full 100%, but about 75% gain is what it saw. Came all the way down and ended up coming right back. So this week and the week that or previous to this, we're talking about just waiting for GALE to go sub $2 because we knew it was going to come back to the safety that we were trading it here. So pretty much just close that out. And what I was looking for was the bounce at 190. I knew there was a safety at 190, and the reason I knew that was based on the history that it used to bounce at 190 like it did so right here and had a resistance around $2. So with that, this being a dollar stock, it wasn't the full, in a sense, 10%. It was closer to actually like 6%. I didn't go in so heavy based on the heavy volume that GALE does have, so I was scared that because of this big drop that it was going to go below 190. So again, I was setting myself up for success. I knew there was a safety, and it was holding pretty well around 190. Hit about 191 today. Ended up buying and filling at 191.05. And then with that, I was able to write it up, but I had a stop loss set at 189, so $1.89. And the reason I had that is because I knew once it broke 190, it was going to continue to bleed down to potentially, something that I wasn't very familiar with. So with that, I cut my losses short about, 1%. But my potential, again, setting myself up for success, I knew my potential was a lot greater, bouncing from 191 to potentially $2. And that's exactly what happened and how it played out. So I didn't go as heavy. I locked in about $84 profit on this simple trade based on, just being able to discover and trade on, the trends of seeing how it did, a couple days before, being able to bounce here and hit highs of, $2. Did the same thing, touched that 191.01, I think was the lowest point, and then hit highs of $2. So with that, or I sold at $2. I filled at 1.999, and then with that, it broke it, hit highs of about 208 is what I saw on my charts. It's showing that it hit highs of 210, so that's great. Missed out on 10%, so or 10 cents, which is another about 5%. So I would have hit 10 cents if I would have held. But again, it's not just about what you miss out on, but it's having a plan. So I had a plan on buying in at 191, selling at, you know, $2 was my goal, and then having a stop loss at 189. That was my whole plan. So I knew I was setting myself for success. And again, if a huge, you know, pump happens and I end up being able to sell, like, you know, at 250, great. But again, just keeping it realistic, keeping it simple, and seeing what happens with the stock altogether. So that was pretty much my approach when it came to trading GALE. The next one was ONTX. This one I've been talking about very often within this week and the past week, talking about the bounce that it has around 120 and the resistance that it has at 240. I did trade this last week and it hit highs of 271. But again, we're very familiar with the resistance at 240, and I missed out on a couple days on, you know, not hitting 240, hitting 240, me being greedy, and then it coming back down. So with this, did not want to take that chance. Knew that at 220, when it was, you know, able to be a good price to buy in. Told the team, set my limit order at 220, got filled at 220.01. Set a stop loss at 219, 219.99. So with that, you know, it was right under, ended up holding pretty well above that, and then hit highs of 240 today. That's exactly where I sold. Well, I sold at, again, 2.399 is usually what I sell. Again, same price, it's just I use that little technique to get filled before anyone else. Got filled there, brought in about $174 profit there. So altogether, I brought in $308, $307 profit on those two trades. And again, just simply by being, you know, doing technical trades on seeing the previous trends, setting myself for success, and sticking to the rules that we go by with TechBet Solutions. The next thing that I was talking about today was ATEC. I set my alert, had an alert once it goes below 320, that alert, and 310, and it triggered that alert, and then I let the team know right away. So let's see if it shows when I sent out the alert. ATEC right here, so alert for ATEC at 310. So right as soon as it hit 310, I wanted to, you know, be able to buy in, but again, I was trading DRYS already, so I wanted to stay, you know, according to my rules. So I ended up not buying in. Right as, you know, it hit 308, came back right up to 330 and began trading around that area. So in a sense, you know, from 310 to 330, that's 20 cents. Not the full, you know, 10%, but very close to it, so about 7.5%. Profit is what I missed out on based on that trade, and hopefully a couple of our traders were able to jump in and see that, you know, successful or that potential for ATEC. But again, you know, always do your own analysis, always, you know, buy in when you think a certain stock has a good buy, and always, you know, make sure you set yourself for success with the certain rules and guidelines that, you know, we teach you and that you come up for yourself that can lead to your success altogether. The one that I ended up trading and finishing off trading is DRYS, although it has, you know, had pretty bad days or consistently for, like, you know, I think pretty much the life of DRYS. Tends to hold pretty well around this 350 area, so I thought it could be a good buy. Tends to, you know, bounce pretty hard based on its history around this area, as you can see here. Again, not really hoping for that, just trying to lock in my 10% when it came to trading DRYS. What I was mainly looking at was this area right here. When it hit 375, it popped up again about $4. So what I was hoping is that it would bounce around 350 or 345 and come back up to, you know, the 375 area. As you know, old safeties become new resistance levels, and that is my goal, my target price to sell at 370. But when it comes to tomorrow, you know, I'll be selling anything above, you know, at least 5% for me is good profit. So I'm just going to sell a DRYS and kind of, you know, move on to the next stock. And, you know, if it shoots up again to $5, that's great. But, you know, I'm setting myself for success and trying to not stay greedy. So I believe this one pre-market or after-market hours is up about, you know, 2%. So back to 352. So overall, I'm still in the green. Do have my stop losses set, and I'm going to walk you through on kind of what we do with TechBet Solutions and kind of how we help one another out. So everyone sends their own alerts, you know, gives their own, you know, 2 cents when it comes to trading. Sent out the alert for DRYS. I put another technical analysis on DRYS at 345, and this was actually before, you know, this was at 829 before it actually hit, you know, that $3.45 point. But the reason I saw that was based on this 20-day analysis I did on TD Ameritrade. I saw that there was a safety around 343. You know, because, you know, these stocks like, you know, zeros and fives, I just said 345. That's exactly how it played out today. So if you look at ATEC or DRYS, I apologize. and we do like simply a 2-day analysis. The low that it hit today, let me change the frequency. The low that DRYS hit today was actually 345. So keep your eyes right here where it says L. That is the low point. So let's see where it's, that's 345, and that is the lowest that it hit today. So for those that feel that the low point, you know, great. I have my stop loss set at 3.4299, just like I let the team know, as I know there's a 52-week low safety at that specific area. So with that being said, you know, just setting myself up for success, making sure I cut my losses in areas that I'm not too familiar with, since this is like, you know, a larger or more of a, it's a $3 stock. So again, I have some room to not lose so much money. So again, if I'm trying to cut my losses at about 2%, being, you know, 30%, being 10%, I can, you know, lose about 5 cents and be just fine. So with me being able to buy in at 348 and getting filled, and, you know, the price being at 352 right now, and it being able to drop to 343, I just thought, you know, everything that I have planned for DRYS, it's just setting myself up for success. And I know I use that word a lot, but again, I can't stress that enough. You have to have a plan when it comes to trading. If you can't label a stock, you know, as it gets stocked, then you should not be trading it. You should never go based on anyone else's opinion. You should be able to do your own technical analysis. And if you can't label it, then, you know, study it a little bit more, and then, you know, trade according to what you as an investor or as a day trader see the potential in. So again, I do more like technical, you know, trading, and also, you know, momentum trading. It's something that, you know, has led to my success. So my plan for DRYS is, again, overall to sell at 370. Really depends on how it plays out tomorrow. As you guys can see, held very well right above that 345. That break, there's a small resistance, or a pretty strong resistance at 350, which is, you know, what we're struggling to break all the time, or throughout the whole day. Ended up, you know, after market hours staying around 352, so hopefully we can, you know, break 360. If not, then I'll just end up selling anything around, you know, 355 to 360 tomorrow, and just locking in my profits and moving on to the next stock. So the one I kind of have my eyes on is ATEC for tomorrow, so hopefully we can catch another bounce around the 320 area to 310, and then ride it back up to the area that I missed out today. So that is my technical analysis and my recap for today's trading. So thank you guys again for, you know, watching, and hopefully you guys found this video somewhat helpful. If you guys would like to join this group, so it is a free group, you can join on Facebook, and with that you can shoot me an email. Both of those links are provided down below. So, you know, click on the link down below, and then with that, you know, we'll send you straight to this Facebook where you could ask to join. Once you accept it, go ahead and contact me with the email that is also provided for you down below, and I can send you the links and social media links to, it's pretty much a welcome document, and with that document provides you all the links to our accounts and groups that, you know, can help you become a better trader. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. So use that email as well. So it's techbuds@mail.com. And, you know, please subscribe to just, you know, stay up to date with all the content that we produce. So thank you guys again. Hope you guys have a good night, and it is pretty late, so I'm gonna head to bed. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you guys soon.